Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
I'm leaving on the 5 train.
Tom Watson is a renowned campaigner on child abuse who's helped to put paedophiles behind bars. But did he go too far when he claimed the scandal went to the door of number 10? He made the allegation about a senior MP 3 years ago, apparently on evidence provided by a whistleblower. But they were accusations which the police dismissed within weeks as baseless. Now, Channel 4 News has seen an email sent by the original source and copying in Tom Watson, saying that he'd written to Downing Street objecting to the MP's appointment to government because of alleged paedophile links. Ed Hauker has this exclusive report.
All week, Labour's deputy leader has been attacked for refusing to apologise for tarnishing the reputation of the former Home Secretary Leon Brittan. Now, Tom Watson's under fire for apparently smearing another government minister, who he famously claimed was part of a VIP paedophile ring with links to the very top.
Clear intelligence suggesting a powerful paedophile network linked to Parliament and number 10.
In a blog written shortly afterwards, Mr. Watson wrote, "A paedophile who worked with children boasted of a key aid to a former PM who could help get hold of indecent images of children," and added, "I'll say more when I can, but this may not be for some time." Tom Watson's sensational claims that a senior politician was linked to a high-level paedophile network were explosive. The police immediately investigated. But just months after Watson's allegations, we now know the police dismissed the claims completely. The senior politician was entirely innocent as far as the police were concerned. In an email sent by the police in 2012 and revealed in The Spectator, they wrote there was
no evidence of offending linked to Minister X within the files. There is not any further material within the file to support the inference to any level of criminal complicity.
That should have been the end of the affair, but it wasn't. Tonight, Channel 4 News can reveal that as late as May this year, an associate of Tom Watson's wrote to the Prime Minister and contacted the head of the child abuse inquiry to say that the minister should never be appointed to government because he was linked to paedophiles. And he revealed that he was the source of Tom Watson's original allegations. Allegations we now know were dismissed by police. The letter was written by this man, Peter McKelvie, a respected campaigner on child abuse issues. In an email McKelvie sent to Tom Watson and seen by Channel 4 News, he writes,
"I met with Justice Lowell Goddard last week and made a formal complaint regarding the appointment of Minister X. This appointment represents utter contempt for the survivors of child sexual abuse. I have today written to the Prime Minister giving my reasons for contacting Tom Watson, which led to the PMQ of the 24th of October 2012.
Mr. McKelvie is now a member of the Goddard inquiry team. Today we asked him if he knew that police had dismissed the claims when he wrote his letter earlier this year, but heard no response. Earlier in the week, Tom Watson told this programme his only motivation was justice for the victims of sexual abuse.
I need to be honest to myself and to people. I believe that I was helping victims have their voice heard, and I don't want to cause more distress than has already been caused.
There is no more damaging allegation that can be made than to call someone a paedophile, yet Tom Watson stands accused of making an eye-catching claim that a fellow MP could have helped criminal abusers. The police say that claim is false. We asked Tom Watson when he knew of their findings, whether he would retract his claim, and the response came back, no comment.
Well, our political correspondent, Michael Crick, is with me now. Michael, how difficult is this looking for Mr. Watson?
Well, it is looking very difficult indeed. He's due to appear before the Home Affairs Select Committee on Wednesday, when no doubt he'll be asked questions about this case and also the case from earlier in the week surrounding the woman called Jane, who alleged that she was raped by the former Home Secretary Leon Brittan in the 1960s And, of course, Tom Watson was urging the police and the Director of Public Prosecutions to reopen that case. Now, in this particular case of our report tonight, it should be stressed that at no point has Mr. Watson named the minister concerned. And it's my understanding that at no point over the last 3 years that Mr. Watson has no recollection over the last 3 years of ever being told by the police about the progress of their inquiry or that they'd drop their inquiry. And it's also my understanding that Mr. Watson doesn't actually recall having read Mr. McKelvie's email in May urging that this particular person not be appointed a government minister.
And I suppose all of these claims are important because Tom Watson is now such a senior figure in the party, isn't he?
Indeed, much of his campaign about child sexual abuse was conducted from the backbenches. He's now suddenly thrust to the front of Labour politics. Not only is he deputy leader, in some ways he's as powerful, or some people think even more powerful within the Labour Party than Jeremy Corbyn. And indeed, there are those people who think that in the long term it could be Tom Watson that decides the future of Jeremy Corbyn. You'll recall 10 years ago, he played a role in the downfall of Tony Blair. And so therefore, I think there are those who have Mr. Watson in their sights for political reasons and also for media reasons. He's played a prominent role in the campaigns for greater press regulation and against, of course, the Murdoch empire. So it's going to be a rocky time, I think, for Tom Watson in the next few days. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts at the Home Affairs Committee on Wednesday.
Indeed, and you'll be watching. Michael, thanks very much.